This is the life of so many Africans living in diaspora. They go to work, they come back from work, and nobody to talk to. Many don't have children. Many don't have partner. Many are bored. Many are lonely. Many are depressed. So many are going through a lot. All right. At this point in time, Africans living abroad, prioritize your happiness before you start prioritizing other people's happiness. Prioritize your life. Prioritize you. Nobody check on you. Nobody call you to ask how you are doing. They can stay for a whole month without checking on you. The only time they remember you is when they want to beg for money, when they want to ask for help. But I tell you, I promise you, you are the only one that genuinely love yourself. And the earlier you know, the better for you. The earlier you know, the better for you. Africans, explore. Explore what you have now. Enjoy. You only live once. Life abroad is not just going to work and come back. There are so many fun activities, so many interesting things to enjoy. Think about this. Your life matters. I'll leave it.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people? I hope you're doing well and you're keeping safe. Welcome back to our channel. And if it's your first time, kindly subscribe. If you've subscribed already, thank you so much for your support. And today we are going to discuss about the reality check after many African people moving to the US for greener pastures, as they say. So stay with me up until the end and let's share our comments.
I'm not happy in America. I'm depressed in America. I want to go back to my country, but my family prefer I die in America instead of coming back to my country because I'm their only source of income. You get to the point now. That is what a student that came to America to study called me yesterday to complain about. You see, it's not as if there is no life in America. But most of you, when you come to America with your ancestral problem. A problem that your great forefathers could not solve. Now they put it in your head, as small as you are, for you to solve it. How are you going to be happy? How are you going to have life of your own? You are working all your life to solve this problem that your great forefathers could not solve. You get to the point now. I tell people, the earlier you realize that the people you are killing yourself to help don't even care about your mental well-being. They don't even care about you. Listen, work on yourself. When you succeed, you have more to give. But when you fail, the person you are trying to help will still find a way of helping himself. You get to the point now. When you come to America, seek ye the American dream first, and every other things shall be added unto you. Stop killing yourself to solve a problem you did not create. Work on yourself. You get to the point now. Work on yourself. When you succeed, you have more to give. When you succeed, you give humanity more. But when you fail, the people you are killing yourself to help will still find a way to move forward without you. There is life here. But some of you come to America. You are in America, but your spirit, your soul is living in somewhere else. Working anti-clockwise to take care of people that don't even check up on you, that don't even care if you are living or you are dead. To take care of people that prefer you die here instead of going to a place you find happiness because you are their only source of income. You get to the point now, work on yourself. There is life in America. America is so beautiful. I'm telling you, I used to have this mentality until I work on myself to see the beauty of this great country. There's life here. America is so beautiful.
I don't want to cry. I miss my life home. Yeah. If I was given the opportunity right now, I'll pick my life back home without thinking twice. I have just been thinking so much, and I'm like, I had things going on for me. Life was good. All the projects I had back home, all the things I was doing. I'm not a lazy person. I consider myself a very hardworking woman. I moved here not necessarily to look for greener pastures, but because I met a man that I fell in love with, and he happens to be from here and live here. And because of everything we've been told by the media about America and how great this place is, how this is the land of milk and honey, I thought it's only wise, and I'm also very traditional, so I thought it's only wise for me to follow my husband and live where he lives. My husband has been here for some time. He has always been mentioning here and there about, how difficult life is here, like just the challenges that are in this country, but I never listened. So I was like, this man doesn't want me to enjoy the American dream. But he has time without number expressed his dissatisfaction about this place. Heck, he doesn't even want to retire in this country. If he was given the opportunity as well, like right now, he would also choose to leave. So anyway, I didn't come to America for greener pastures, like I was saying. Even before I met him, I had a good life back home. I had a stable job. I had opportunities. I was happy. I was enjoying food. I was enjoying the warm community. I was enjoying the good weather. I could travel every weekend. I was on the road just traveling. And I really loved my life back home. So I don't know if it's because I moved here when I'm old enough, because I moved here when I was 30 years old. And so that's why I'm having a hard time adjusting. But I really, really miss home. I really, really miss home. There are times I just want to let all the years we've, struggled just to get my visa to come here go down the drain, and I just move back home and just continue with the projects that I had, just continue with what I was doing there. But I just keep telling myself, let me keep pushing, because maybe this feeling will go away. I'm literally shaking. I've spoken to quite a number of people who have stayed here for some time, and they keep telling me this is normal. It's a normal feeling to feel when you're still new, and that you get used to, life here. So I don't know at what point. I'm really grateful that I've joined the field that I was back home, sales and marketing or customer service, because that's what I love doing. So I've joined that, but you have to start from scratch. Aside from that, there's food. I'm just having a very hard time with food. Sometimes it's just so difficult to eat. I'm like, what can I eat? Yeah, and generally just the feeling, the vibe. It's also exhausting as a parent, because there's no help here. You really have to just do everything, you and your partner. This is also part of the relocation journey that probably you will not see. But here we are.
Pan-African lifestyle.
Are you planning to travel, relocate, or invest in Africa? Before making permanent decisions, equip yourself with the knowledge you need to make informed choices. Africa 101 is your guide to relocating, investing, and living in Africa. This is your essential resource, covering the basics and must-know insights to guide you confidently. Download your guide now at panafricanlifestyle.com and take the first step toward a thriving future in the motherland.
Okay, let's talk about America. America, this country, there's something that has been going on since I've been here, and I keep thinking about it. People are lonely. It's a country of loneliness. Like, everything is just an individual thing. Like, you have nobody. It's a country where you have to carry everything by yourself. You have to do everything by yourself. If you are poor, you are poor. If you are rich, you are rich. And America is a country with the highest depressing rate in the world. Ask yourself why. Because America is a country where people make money. There are a lot of opportunity here. People make money. You make money. And now you ask yourself, why do you make money in a country and the same country have the highest depressing rate in the world? And I'm like, I ask myself, I keep asking myself, and I keep looking around. I'm like, what is going on in this country? Then I realize that it's a country where a lot of people are alone. There are no families, or they are family, but they just don't care. Everybody's money is their money. If you are rich, your own. If like it's a country where in a family there can be a billionaire from that family, yet one of the family member is homeless and nobody cares. I look at this thing and because where I was raised, we have something called community wealth, we have society wealth, we have family wealth. Your family lineage, wherever you come from, determine how you are out there. Like, you can be because you are from a particular community, you never lack. You can never be homeless, and you can never be hungry. Like, if you are hungry and you walk to this your relative house, you eat. If you want to go to this particular house, you have a place to sleep. But in America, a brother can be like 10 miles away from another brother here, the same mother, and the other one is homeless. This one have a house but don't care. And I keep asking myself, why is this so? Why is this thing like that? Why is it so? And I look at it. There's nobody who can say, hey, don't do this. There's no community leaders. Because in Africa, we have community leaders where if you go out there as a child and misbehave, it's not your direct parents who is going to discipline you. Somebody from the community seeing you misbehaving can discipline you well, and you go back home. And when you get home, your parents will still discipline you for misbehaving outside there. Because whatever you go out there to do is giving your family, your direct family, or your parents a bad name. So the community guide each other. So when they see you hungry, they can feed you. When they see you homeless, somebody can give you shelter. But in America, it's just a I don't care country. I love this country because there are a lot of opportunities here. But the family is broken. Nobody cares about it. It's a country where if you don't have food to eat for some particular day, you're just going to lie in your bed or in your room and cry for what time you get food. That's your own business. Nobody cares. You can't take phone and call somebody and say, I don't have money, give me this. It's a country that even helping somebody is not recognized. Let me say it that way. Like, you can see somebody who needs help and you help the person, but they are not used to getting help. They look at it like surprised. Why do you help me? Like, yeah. And it's a sad thing. Sometimes I remember my co-worker came to work and was hungry. I said, let me help this guy. So I removed money from my pocket. I know she have no money. Now I remove my money from my pocket and I give to my co-worker. I say, okay, take this and buy something. He could not even say thank you because they are not used to. He asked, he's looking at you weird. Why do you give me money? I'm like, yes, they act like that. They act like they are surprised when you give them gifts because they're not used to it, and it's hard. It's a sad thing. I don't know how it's going to get better, but America needs resurrection. There's no family. The family is broken.
You see, that part of relocation that nobody talks about is what I want to discuss now. Especially for people who are still in Nigeria that are planning to come here. Especially you as a mother, that your children are very young, maybe under 5. It's not immediately you get here, you will start working. It is not immediately. It is not immediately you get here, you start, unless you are that kind of mother that doesn't care what happens to your children, that you shall want to work, Shani. But if you are the kind of mother that your child's life and care is a priority to you, you will think twice. I will explain. Daycare here, I heard is $300 per week. So in a month, that is 300 times 4. That is $1,200 per week for one child. If your child is not up to 5 years, he or she cannot start school. Me, I have a child who is going to be 5 soon. He will start school by September. The second one is just 2. He won't start school until I don't. So our best option is to take her to a creche or a daycare. Now tell me, the daycare we've been seeing, we check, before you can take your child to any school, you check out the school, the reviews. The reviews have been saying they are not good. So I can't just take my child there. So my husband and I decided that I should stay at home with her for now. And then maybe if there is anything I can do at home. I don't know what I can do. Immigrants moms, this is me calling you. Help your fellow mother. I don't know what I can do at home. I will not lie to you. This awareness was what made me start creating content. All those videos that I've been posting, these are videos I sent home to my family. At America, this is the situation of things. None was made for content in the first place. It was for me to send back home to my family. But when things are going on like this, and then this is the reality, I just have to start thinking, what can I do? Before I thought of going to school, because if you want to make it in this country, you have to go to school. But I don't have the finances to start school. And my husband is not someone that will let you go and obtain one loan. No, he doesn't want that. So right now, life is, I'm taking it slowly. Èmi tí mo ti fẹ́nu yárọ̀, tí mo ti sọ fún ìyá wọn pé àì má worry, gbígbé ọkàn mi pé láàrin ọdún kan máa ra mọ́tò fún wọn, máa send mọ́tò sílé, máa ṣe báyìí, máa ṣàwò. Ẹ dákun, if you know my mother and you think ọmọ ẹ ti wà l'Amẹ́ríkà, don't be la o, ọmọ rẹ̀ ò tí ì ríṣẹ́ o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o, reality mi nìyẹn o báyìí o.
So let's talk about why is it becoming so depressing for African people who have moved to the US to search for greener pastures, as they say. Why is it so depressing? Why is it so hard? So many people, many of African communities, African people, moved to the US with a view of going to get a greener pastures, a quick income, a quick form of getting wealth or just raising your standard. And many of us are running from the poverty that is in our country, of unemployment, economic instability, and most of them are going to study in the US for they even get us we get a sponsorship to go study in the US because we feel like this is a first world country and there are many opportunities, as they say. So while I was growing up, America used to be a dream country for so many people. And why is it becoming so depressing? So we'll check the reality versus the dream that people usually have, that it's gonna be there. This is the life that they will expect in the US. So when people move from Africa to the US, they expect that success. When people move from Africa to the United States, they expect that success will come quickly. They think of employment and stuff to do with that, but it's not the same. In as much as there are many opportunities, many employment opportunities, there comes with high rate of it comes with high bills, high standards of living which you have to adjust and fit to. There is student loan that you're supposed to pay if you're studying via a loan, if it's sponsored by the government. The healthcare cost is really expensive. So this is really becoming depressing because this is not the reality. This is not the dream that they had while moving to the United States of America to look for greener pastures. There is also isolation and loneliness. Unlike in Africa, where there's community, when you go to church, when you go to hang out with friends, many people in the United States are individualistic because they tend to live their own lives, especially because of racism and stuff to do with that. People choose to stay alone and focus on their own things. It's not communal, it's not so interactive like it usually is back home in Africa. So isolation can breed to depression after a long period of time. We are social beings created naturally. So if you're isolated for a long time, it's gonna lead to depression because human beings are naturally social beings. The reason is there is high pressure to make it. Remember, back at home, people are expecting you to make it. They are really looking up to you. There are many phone calls for you to pay black tax, for you to support them. And also as an individual, while you're there, there's a tendency for you to just feel pressured to make it because you don't want to go back. You don't want to go home with nothing. You want to at least go back home with something, maybe a business, some income, and also to support people back at home. So this pressure also brings anxiety. And if you're being anxious, to be honest, you're not going to function. And most of these African people suffer silently because they feel like if I talk to this person or if I speak out my struggle, people are going to see that I am weak. People are going to see that I cannot do it, or rather, I'm just lazy or something. There's a tendency for people to judge these 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 African people, so they decide to keep to themselves. Another reason for depression and a lot of pressure is the immigration stress. You see, a while ago there was the ICE. They were really deporting people if you lack the necessary document. So, for example, an African person doesn't have documents, or they're waiting for their document status to be approved, they have to live with the stress for if we encounter the ICE, if we are deported back home. So they have this tendency of living with stress and immigration pressure. So this also breeds depression and anxiety. Why wouldn't African people make Africa a great nation, a great continent where opportunities will be there, where there will be education opportunities, employment opportunities, good care, good health care services and infrastructures, instead of going to greener pastures, as they say in other countries? Why don't we make Africa the beautiful state that we admire? Why don't we make Africa, like, why don't we get all these opportunities, the greener pastures that we look from other nations? Why don't we make our nations to have this? So I will leave you with that question, and I hope that if you're going through something as an African immigrant, I hope you get over it. I hope you get over it, and that you will be able to seek necessary help, and you're not alone in this. I would love to know your views in the comment section, and up until then, keep safe.